Well, good morning. How is everyone this morning? My name is Carmenlita Scott, and I'm the president and CEO of the ATL Airport Chamber. Welcome to our Wednesday series, Wednesday Wisdom. This is our new webinar series. We're on Wednesday. We are going to showcase members of our chamber and let them give you a little wisdom for today. Today, our keynote speaker is Brian Brown. Brian is a board member of the ATL Airport Chamber and marketing strategist, and he's going to provide vital information this morning on how your business can unlock explosive growth by enhancing your company's digital strategy. And Brian is committed to helping the small business community develop and thrive in a digital world. He shares his expertise at 444 Group with a number of clients in the public and private sectors. Brian, if you'd like to unmute yourself, it is my great pleasure to have Brian Brown.
All right, thank you so much. Can everyone hear me? I think Carmelita, you can hear me. I can see myself talking on Zoom. So thank you for the opportunity to speak to the chamber members this morning. And thank you guys for coming and being on this webinar. And today I'm here to pretty much help. There's a lot of stuff going on with the issue with coronavirus of how businesses need to kind of pivot to go all in on digital. And today I'm going to share some of the tactics that we're using with our clients to kind of enhance their digital strategies so that they can increase sales and really build a community of supporters to go to the next level. So I started consulting in 2008 when businesses were looking to market themselves better on Facebook and email. And so that's kind of how I got my start. And a lot of my passion really comes from having my mom being an entrepreneur and seeing her struggles. And so I wanted to create something and do something that helped entrepreneurs everywhere, businesses everywhere, really take their business to another level by just really understanding how to market themselves and to better market themselves. And so that's what I created here with a 444 Group. So with 444 Group, we are an integrated marketing agency. We're committed to helping small businesses develop and thrive economically in a digital world. And we share our expertise with a lot of different businesses, from small to medium to even to large corporations, and also nonprofits as well. So we have a nonprofit arm that really comes in and helps nonprofits with not only marketing strategy, but also with development help. So programmatic development, grant writing, all that good stuff, and fundraising. And we can also do the same thing with startups as well, as far as with fundraising. So what is integrated marketing? Integrated marketing is a total marketing strategy. So a lot of times you'll see agencies kind of segmented into like an ad agency. There'll be a digital agency, or they use like just different traditional mediums. We incorporate it all. We feel that having a total approach to marketing strategy really helps to influence your customer on their journey from awareness to purchase. So some of the things that we do is, of course, marketing strategy. So that's being able to come in to really assess your business and helping you understand like what your clients are really looking to have or looking from you. And that includes starting with from your websites, your social media management, content creation. And then we also have a communications arm, which is PR, so public relations, press releases, press events. One of our clients, the United Advanced Practice Registered Nurses, had a huge press conference of over 300 to 400 people at the Capitol about 3 weeks ago, where they had a press conference celebrating nurses, which is celebration of nurses is definitely needed today. And so we do that. We also do education. So webinars like this we do every so often. We also have a partnership with WeWork Labs, where we do office hours in there and help them with some of their of their programmatic education. And we also do business consulting as well. So business consulting meaning a lot of small businesses need just business consulting help. So from as you start your business, if you're looking to expand, or if you're looking to strategize. So if somebody can mute themselves. Gotcha. So gotcha. So overall business consulting as well. So yeah, everybody's on. If they can just mute their phones and their laptops, that would be, or computers, that'd be great. Okay. We also have a podcast which you guys can download and subscribe to on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. And it's called Go Boldly. And it's just our podcast where I'm interviewing pretty much people of influence in their respective industries. And they're just sharing their stories about how they got started as being a business owner and where their businesses are right now. So it's a great thing about life, a business, and how that all merges together. So I think those stories are definitely needed now, because through somebody else's stories where you can find your answer to how you need to elevate your business moving forward. All right, so in this webinar, we're going to talk how to enhance your overall digital strategy. We're going to be talking about a couple of different things that you guys may have heard of before, but just kind of looking at different tactics for them, understanding the features. So Google My Business is understanding all the features of Google My Business and effective Google AdWords tactics. We're going to talk about in-app purchases. So for those companies that have products and or services, how to effectively market and sell your product and service inside of applications, and also social media advertising and effective content strategy, and also a Q&A. So the lecture here is going to be pretty short. I'm trying to keep it around 20 and 30 minutes. That way we have a large opportunity for Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and start to add those questions within the chat. And then once you get to the Q&A section, I'm going to go there and I'm going to answer all those questions after this. Okay. So one of the things that I think what people need to take business can take advantage of right now is really their Google My Business listing right now. A lot of times, whether you are, if you claimed your Google business listing or not, Google has pretty much already created this listing for you, but you need to make sure you go ahead and claim it. So this is Google's opportunity and a business opportunity to engage with people that are searching for your business and to actually create unique call to actions within this Google My Business feature. So within the Google My Business feature, you are able to add pictures, you're able to add videos, you're able to create have unique dialogue with customers in real time. Of course, you can do Google reviews within here, and have unique call to actions that take people to either your website or to actually have an active booking. And the reason why this feature and having and really enhancing your Google My Business is so important, because Google is the largest search engine in the world. It gets millions and millions and billions of searches per day, and this is where you need to be. As people are searching and looking for products and businesses and services like yours, you need to make sure that you have enough adequate information to make sure that you're able to capitalize on these search results and people actively looking for your product. So setting up a Google business listing is pretty easy. All you have to do is pretty much go in, claim your listing if Google has already created one for you. And they do this by, if you have a website, you more than likely have a Google listing. When you first create a website and launch that website on a hosting platform, it takes the search engines about somewhere between 30 to 90 days to 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 categorize your website. And once they categorize their website, they begin to create your Google My Business listing. So you have to go ahead and claim that. You do need a physical location, but even if that physical location right now is a PO box, or even if you have a home office, you can still use that as a listing. You can just hide the address once you get that set up. So, but once you get it set up, you can control everything through there. And I have an example right here on this slide of one of my favorite restaurants, which is in East Atlanta Village, called Argosy, and they have a really great Google My Business listing. So what you need to do for this Google My Business listing is to add as much business information as possible. Like, when are you open? If you have a brick and mortar, where exactly is that located? What is your business? Providing a description of that, and also, like, what are your hours of operations? That's very important. And how can people get in? How can people get in touch with you? Whether that's phone, whether that's email, or all the above. So this is a really great way to, again, to get people as they're searching for businesses like yours, and you come up and pop up in search results, to create unique call to action. So you see on here, they have a lot of things here. So they have photos of, like, what is it like, the experience inside of their restaurant. They have photos of the food that you can get within the restaurant. Of course, they have a street view of where their location is. So if you're driving, you need to, you're gonna get directions. Okay, well, what does this place look like? What's around it? How do I know when it's there? They, of course, have a map here of how to get there, and then also their call to actions here. So you have go to the website. So of course, they want people to go to the website where they can look at the menu and or look at the menu and or just get directions to come to the restaurant. They don't necessarily have, like, online placing an order or booking, but if you have that, you can add that option there as well for bookings. And also, you see they have a button, a call to action for directions of how to get there, to save this listing, and then other links, like to the Grubhub for their ordering. You can get it if you don't want to come to the restaurant. You can go ahead and get it delivered straight to your house. But these listings and making sure that you have all this information there is going to just help you really capitalize on search. Again, there are millions of people every day looking for businesses like yours, and they come across your business listing, and your Google My Business listing happens to be there. You want to make sure that you give them enough information where people can actually capitalize, that you can actually capitalize on these search results. So once you have pretty much created your Google My Business listing, and you have it approved, and you claimed it, you want to start to get into, like, Google AdWords. So this is a next step. So all of that I said is pretty much organic. It's free. So it's a free listing. You can add all that information, all that content for free. So how else can I enhance? Okay, now that I have my listing set up, how can I really enhance, like, and take advantage of all the searches? And that's going to be the Google AdWords. So Google AdWords is a platform, for you guys that may know or may not know, where you can actually bid on active keywords for people searching for businesses like yours. And by bidding on these particular keywords, you're able to come up earlier in search results, so you don't have to worry about things like SEO, or if I'm coming on the first page of Google or whatnot. By bidding on these particular keywords, it makes sure that you're coming up in the first page of Google, which pretty much most people don't go past that first page. But through this particular ad, you're able to create unique call to actions, where that will drive traffic to your websites. That's going to get you more phone calls, in-person visits. And you do this by bidding on particular keywords. So these bidding keywords, Google will give you pretty much a a standard of, okay, this keyword, it costs $1.19 per click, or it may cost 50 cents per click, right? So you're able to set up a budget. You can set up a budget as low as $10 a day to pretty much um, start the bidding. But the good thing is that you don't pay for impressions. You can get a lot of impressions, but you pay for the actual clicks. So Google will give you a metric for pay per click, and that's what you bid on. So because it is a active bidding, you want to make sure that your bidding is very competitive as well, and bidding on keywords, but also help bidding on keywords that um, are not as broad but very specific. Because when people are searching, they're not searching very broadly; they're searching specifically for particular items. So I'm gonna give you a couple of examples of what those search results look like. So for instance, if I were to type in plumber, because it's very broad, is gonna bring up things that are just whoever is bidding the most on this particular keyword. Plumber, that's what's gonna bring up. So you look at Mr. Plumber, Plumbing Express. These are people that are bidding probably hundreds of dollars on this particular keyword to make sure that they come up in these particular search results. So you have to be, as a small business, I'm not sure how many of you guys have, hundreds of dollars to compete with companies like a Mr. Plumber. So you have to be a little bit savvy in it. What we've come to find out is that people look for businesses that are near them or located in their area. So another tactic that you could use is actually by creating and by bidding on keywords that are specific to locations. Most of the time, people are looking for a business within a 10 to 15-mile radius around where they live. And so by bidding on keywords that are more location specific, you'll see that even these now change. So you can see that even in the search results, the plumbers change, but then also the ads change as well. So you see the pink plumber, of course, they're bidding on localized keywords. And then you also have Delta Plumbing that are bidding on localized keywords. But that is the most effective way to really capitalize on the search results. And then also making sure that your budget is not just going, that you have the right amount of budget to get the results that you're looking for. You're not just spending hundreds of dollars trying to bid on a keyword like plumber, which is bidded on for with people around the world and around the nation. Also, when you're creating these ads, it's very important to make sure that you are very location specific, because Google is now using this default search, which is plumber, in or near me. So all of that meaning is that because when you create based on your IP address, and then also based on your Google profile, Google pretty much knows where you are. So it's gonna bring up results that are near you within a pretty much a 10 to 25-mile radius. And you can see that people like Mr. Roto Rooter, they have capitalized on keywords like plumber near me. Also, they have capitalized on localized keywords as well. So even though Google gets millions, billions of searches, there's a lot of customers on there. Not all those are your customer. Again, your customer is going to be localized. What are people that are looking for near me, especially you have a brick and mortar or you have a service-based business that is in a particular service area. And then also, if you have a product that people are looking for, you can use an application like Google Trends to see where people are searching for this product. Let's say you have a kombucha company, and kombucha is a really big business, or people, there's a lot of interest for kombucha in in North Dakota, you can target people in cities in that North Dakota area to target them to make sure that your product and your search results come up within that as well. So it's about creating ads and using these ad platforms is about being very specific to the type of people that you're looking for, the type of people that are looking for you, and the location area. But by doing a localized strategy, that's going to help you really capitalize on the search results. And again, it's more budget effective. It's very, very budget effective by using a localized strategy. Okay. So now we're going to talk about in-app purchases, and in-app purchases are pretty much on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. They now give businesses an opportunity to sell their products inside of the app. So according to Facebook, there's about 80 million small and medium-sized business pages on Facebook, and they include information about businesses. And if you look at some of the stats of how people are, looking and purchasing things now, 85% of the orders on social media are coming from Facebook. 37% of shoppers looking for new media entertainment find products on the Facebook app, and 15% discover new products on retailer websites. So that's almost double of people discovering new products on your website. They're actually finding it more on a platform like Facebook. 63% of people surveyed or shoppers use Facebook for shopping and related activities, and 30% of people shopping online said they're likely to purchase from a social media network like Facebook or Instagram. So if you don't have your products on Facebook Shop, you don't have a shop on there, you want to go ahead and get that. And it's free to set up. Facebook does take a percentage of sales, but it's very low. It's including the credit card processing fee. It's somewhere between 5 and 6%, which is a very competitive rate compared when you consider how many people are actually on Facebook and using Facebook at one time. More about in-app purchases. People are there are about 2 billion smartphones. We all know that people are on their smartphones, on their cell phones, especially now, searching, spending a lot of time on Facebook and Instagram and platforms like that. 38% of them that are on there say that shoppers say that they want to shop more on their phones than they already do. And then 79% of smartphone owners have bought something online with their phone in the last 6 months. For me, I know when I use a platform like Amazon, I pretty much use that on my phone. I have used Facebook Market, which I've used on my phone. And there's another stat that says shoppers are 5 times more likely to respond to a sales offer on mobile than on a desktop, which it just makes sense. If you go anywhere, people are in their phone, you're in your phone, and it's just, you have to have a mobile strategy. You have to have a mobile strategy on how you reach your customers. Now, in-app purchases don't work for everybody, but they work mostly for people that have products, and these products are very limited. Basically, you can have a food and beverage product, you can have an actual apparel product, but as far as if you have an ebook, ebooks they don't allow ebooks, but you have physical books that works well on there. Clothing, electronics, pretty much any type of physical product, you can create a Facebook store on it. If you're a fitness person, then they don't allow memberships or subscriptions on there. However, you can put a call to action within your Facebook page that's either a Shop Now button. So when people go to your Facebook page and they can click the Shop Now button, it will then take them to your website to where they can actually purchase those products that Facebook and Instagram do not allow. Okay. So here, just an example of what the shop in the store looks like. So this is actually one of our clients. It's a kombucha brewer, and she sells kombucha pretty much around the country. And we have a shop on there, and it's very easy to set up. Facebook approves all the products that you put on there, and it takes them pretty much about 24 hours to approve products once you put it on there. You just have to add in your financial information, your business information, like your tax ID, and then people are able to shop on Facebook and actually check out on Facebook. Um, so this strategy helps to limit the this strategy helps to limit the steps that it takes from awareness to purchase. Again, on the customer's journey, there's an awareness piece, and then in that awareness piece, there's about usually somewhere between 3 to 7 touch points in the sales process for a customer to even for a lead to become a customer. So that means it takes about 7 times for you to have an interaction with that customer before they even check out. But using a feature like having a shop on Facebook and in-app purchases, you can limit those interactions. And we've seen that the interactions on a normal basis are about 7 times. We've seen it be between 3 and 4 times interactions using an in-app purchase strategy. So that's an instant increase in sales. So that's something to think about too. Is like, how many times does it take for you from an awareness piece for a touch point? How many times does it take you to interacting with a particular lead before they become a customer? And then also for their repurchase as well. Like, that time and how long it takes is very, very crucial. If it's taking you more than 7 times to interact with a potential lead that becomes a customer, that's time wasted. So you have to find a way to streamline that, where you can give the potential lead enough information and make the process very smooth for them that it limits the actual interaction times. Okay. Another cool feature about once you have the product and the app and the store set up, you can now create posts within both Facebook and Instagram, where you can tag products within the post. So this is a kind of a demo from Kate Spade, and where they've pretty much, it's a purse, and they've created a social media post around it, but in it it's clickable, so you can tap on the actual image and it will bring up the product, and you can click that product and it will then take you to the store, so take you exactly to where you can actually purchase the product. So again, this is like really almost what 3 or 4 interactions within it. So I see it, I can interact with the post, it takes me to where I can learn more information about the post, and then it gives me a call to action to where I can purchase the product. Very, very powerful tool if you can use it the right way. And then on the flip side of this is that you can take the same post and turn that into an ad on Instagram, so that when people see it, all they have to do, they see your ad on Instagram, all they have to do is click, go to the product, learn more information, learn more about the product, and then take advantage of the offer or purchase the product. So just a little bit about Facebook ads. Facebook ads work very similar to Google AdWords, where you're able to, you don't necessarily bid on keywords. You have a budget, whether that's per day, per week, per month, that you can levy on Facebook and Instagram, and you do it by putting in characteristics of what you think your customer is. So it's important to understand, like, hey, well, what is my customer? What are their interests? What are they searching for and interacting with on social media? And then where are they located? Again, using a location-based strategy, a localized strategy is the most effective way to enhance your experience using these ad products. So you got to think about that as well. So where are they located? Um, are they iPhone users? Are they Android users? Do they like Nicki Minaj or Cardi B? Like it's that's important. All of that. So you choose pretty much a business goal as far as what you want it to be, whether that's website clicks, whether that's leads to your shop page, whether that's more sales or just more phone calls or more bookings. You choose your goal, you identify your desired audience, you create the ad, and then Facebook shows the ad. So a lot of times, a lot of people will say, "Hey, Brian, I've tried Facebook ads. They just don't work for me." So normally, we have had Facebook ads not work for us as well as even being practitioners as we are. So normally, when we have a unsuccessful Facebook ad, it comes from there's either two reasons for this. It's either our targeting was off, meaning that we didn't identify um, the right interest of the customers, or our creative is off, meaning that are there too many words in the post and people are not are not being able to like really to like understand and grasp what we're trying to convey to them. Was the image just a poor image? Was it not high quality enough? Or was the image not believable? Did people reject our creative piece because they just couldn't relate to it? So that's something to consider as well. Like it's a science. It's making sure that you have identified the right audience and their interests, and also what's in what's in the actual creative. What does it look like? Does it inspire somebody, or is it does it speak to them? Well, that's a static post or a video post as well. So what is it? So how can we revamp that? My advice for creating Facebook ads is to create a couple of different pieces of content, whether that's, I would say, somewhere between 5 to 10 pieces of content to test against each other to see exactly what your audience is really interested in seeing and what's captivating them as well. So you want to diversify your content strategy when you're doing the ads and use a very limited budget, something like $5 or $10 and testing them all. Um, and then whatever ad is doing the best, that's when you then put the rest of your budget within that particular ad to make sure that it goes out to, because that's the one that people like, and that's the one that's doing the best. So you want to make sure that you're testing these things as well. Okay. So when it comes to social media, a lot of times we look for organic and free. Like um, how can I really engage my audience? And I think this is a good time with everybody being on social media, even heavily more than ever, is to take this opportunity to build community. Sometimes as business owners, we forget that social media is there to be social. Like we should be social. Like it's there for us to connect with people. And your content should connect with your customers and potential customers. It should provide value. Like it should provide value. You should be there as a resource for this community to build community. And if you're not providing value and you're just coming with an offer or you want people to buy, you may not see the success that you're hoping to see. But if you provide people with value and they see value within the content that you're creating for them, they're more likely to support you. So you want to make sure that your content is providing value. In it, you want to have a unique offer, whether that's an actual sale or whether that's hey, check, click on our website or something like that. You want to have some type of offer in there for them. And it doesn't have to always be in there, but a unique offer, like what makes it worthwhile for me? Again, that still provides value. Also, you want to include a call to action, whether that's, hey, tag your friend in the post, or tag somebody that, needs this information, tag somebody that needs this product, or hey, click this website to learn more, or hey, check out the link in the bio to find out more on this product. You want to make sure that you are actively asking people to do something, something you want to make sure there's a call to action. And then also, you want to make use of organic tactics like hashtags. There are ways in a lot of the platforms, from Facebook to Instagram to LinkedIn, where you can follow hashtags now. And there are a lot of people that are following hashtags. And so using high value hashtags allows you to expand your organic reach and also your impression by using those. And it's very simple to find these hashtags. It's about what words relate to your business, and actively searching these hashtags on the platform to see how many posts are located in there, how many people have used this particular hashtag. But you want to make sure that you are using these things to increase your organic reach. So this is an example of one of our posts with our client Kombucha, which is a kombucha brewer. We're being very specific with our content. Hey, coronavirus is out here, and fermented foods like kombucha help with replenishing good gut bacteria, and people that know good gut bacteria help with overall immunity. Everything is in the gut, so we want to provide that information to our audience and to our community. So we've given them, whether they purchase our product or not, we've given them information to help arm them in this fight. So hey, you want to boost your immune system, you got to have good gut health. And what gives you good gut health? Fermented foods like kombucha. So we've used that, we put in a unique call to action where people can click on the link, and we'll take them to the shop where they can, or to the website where they can purchase kombucha and have it delivered directly to their house. And then we're also using hashtags, high value hashtags that relate to the product and also the community as well, and what's going on. So all in a nutshell, there's a lot of, we've been saying for years that businesses really need to go all in on digital, and to really influence and really enhance their digital presence, because this is the future. The future is here now more than ever. People are really not going to stores. They are, besides the grocery store, but they are going to digital stores to continue to shop. They're going to websites to understand. They're going to search engines to find out what restaurants are open, what restaurants are doing takeout, what restaurants are have some type of delivery feature, what people are doing to combat this virus. And then also, and to also just to find out, what value does your product bring to me, right? So these are the things that digital help you do. No matter what your business is, you can thrive in this time. In 2008, and you may have seen this post circulate on social media, 8 of the largest companies in the world were started in 2008. And now they're multi-billion-dollar companies. This is the time to go all in on digital. This is the time to really build community, so that when we do come out of this and everybody gets back to normal, you have resonated with your community, you have built that community, and now they are here and ready to support you. So at this point in time, we'll go ahead and open it up for Q&A. I'm going to open up the chat to see what questions there are, and I'm going to start to answer some of these questions. Okay. So this question is from Kimberly. My Google My Business listing is under my DBA, but most of my mentions populate under the original business name, Blue Scorpion, reputation management. How do I change the business name in the Google platform? So basically you have to go to your Google My Business listing and just change the name. They're going to have you, anytime you change your Google My listing, or Google My Business listing, they're going to have you, what's the word? Pretty much revalidate or resecure your listing. So they're going to send you out either another kind of Google My Business card with a code on it, or you can do a in-person, like a phone call or something like that. So they're going to have you resecure that. But all you have to do is go to your Google My Business listings and just change the name of the business. Well, we've done that several times. Okay. I don't see any other questions right now, but if you guys,
Brian,
yes.
Brian, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, this is Charmaine. I dialed in on my phone first, and I missed the presentation portion about your Spotify, what the name, about your podcast, what the name of it is, and where to go for it.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you can, the name of the podcast is called Go Boldly, and you can just, if you go to Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts or Spotify, you can just type in Go Boldly and it will populate. And you can listen to the podcast right now. We have about, I think, either 6 or 7 episodes, and there'll be more coming in this week. So you can go there, or if you want to just go to our website, you can type in goboldly444.com. It will then take you to our website where you can see the Go Boldly, the podcast, and also the episodes as well. We filmed them as well.
And how often are you going to be doing this if we follow?
We release podcast episodes every week, so we do that every week.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So I don't see any more questions, but some of the questions that we get asked is, well, what platforms should I advertise on? And it really depends on your industry. If you have a service-based industry, maybe Facebook and Instagram is not the best platform for you. Maybe a platform like LinkedIn is a better platform for you because they have professionals there. And LinkedIn is a platform that is very good at getting you the type of customer that you're trying to get in front of, and the clientele is a little bit different on there. So that's one way to, it really depends on what your industry is. And then also for organic content, LinkedIn is a really great platform. There's another platform called TikTok that is, people think it's for younger kids, but we looked at the stats on TikTok, and they actually skew a little bit older, from 25 going up to about 40 are the people that are on TikTok and using it. And that's a prime segment for people looking for products and services. So, and how you create content strategies for that platform really depends on you and what people are used to seeing on there. But you can have a large organic traction on that particular platform. And then also with some of our clients that, with content strategies that we've been doing just to build community, we've started to do podcasting. We have a podcast, and pretty much all of our clients that are interested in that we produce their podcast. And that's another way to bring people in and to provide value for the community and to really build community. So there's a lot of ways to do it. You just have to commit to it. And we are for real in a time where whatever you do for your business is secondary, and your first goal is to build content. You should be building content, creating content every single day to connect to your audience and your community. And so this is very imperative that people do this, because if you're not building community right now, it's whoever doesn't come out on top as far as like with their community and really building some type of community, it's going to be difficult in the next couple of months. It's going to be very difficult. And you're going to start to see a lot of other companies really come out of this stronger, and a lot of these startups that have been, that do this really well, you're going to see them come out and be, again, the Facebooks, the Airbnbs, the Instagrams of the world, the Dropboxes, the MailChimps. Like these are going to be the new companies that are going to come out of this, that are going to be the next ones of these that are going to be, billion-dollar companies. Well, Carmenlita, I don't see any more questions coming through in the chat, and I'm not sure if anyone has any questions, but if you guys, want to ask me anything offline, I think Carmenlita will share my contact information, but if you guys go to goboldly444.com, if you scroll to the bottom of the page, there is a contact form there. You can submit your contact form and it will come directly to me. I'm open during this time. I have a little bit more free time because it's not set up with a whole bunch of meetings, but I do have the time and the ability to, to answer questions. So if you guys want to do any one-on-ones, I don't charge for consulting, one-on-ones or anything like that. So you're more than welcome to reach out to me and to ask me any questions that may come up after this webinar.
So Brian, I just want to say good job, especially for someone like me who's new to all this digital world. And I definitely, based on what I heard, I want to follow up and book you to speak to my network of small business owners. But I think I would need something more basic 101 as opposed to the digital stratosphere. So if that's okay, we can talk afterwards.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for participating. Our next event will be Friday Facts. And Friday Facts will be this Friday, and the SBA is going to give us an update on the disaster loans. So it's already up on our website. You can just go to airportchamber.com and then just click the SBA link and you can sign up. It is also a free webinar. So if we have no more questions for Mr. Brown, let's give him a round of applause. And we will speak with all of you on Friday. Take care and enjoy your day.